Welcome to CTV Sports and the 15th game of the World Polo League 2024 Palm Beach Open, where we have Alegria going up against Park Place.
And a great image there of Field 3, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. A couple of little breaks in the sky, but great aerial shot there of Field 3 here at Grand Champions Polo Club.
You said it, Yan, and we have some amazing players ready to take the field, so let's take a look. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We have everybody ready to go here. We want to thank both teams. They are ready to rock and roll here on field number 3 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Of course, in their blue jerseys, as always, their royal blue jerseys, Park Place, with Andre Boarding playing the number 1, and Toli Ulloa playing the number 2, Alegria Ulloa playing the 3, and Joaquin Pinello wearing the number 4, going for Alegria. And with Chukker playing the number 1, Jason Crowder wearing the number 2, Augustine Tincho Merlos playing the number 3, and Fred Mannix playing number 4. 25 goals against 24. Park Place will receive 1 goal in handicap.
And not only that, just to bring you up to speed on how these two teams have fared so far in the Palm Beach Open. Alegria, they beat Kaya Polo 13 goals to 12. Very close and a great game that was. Unfortunately, they did not leave the field victorious when they took on Pilot 9-15, so they're a 1-1. Park Place, they at the moment do not have the best of records. Lost to Casablanca, again, very close game by 9-10, and also to the Maltese Falcons. And that game went into overtime, and it was unfortunately Park Place who had to leave the field, not winning their second game, 6 goals to 7, as I say, after overtime. So, Park Place 0-2. Alegria 1-1, and of course a lot at stake here based on the result of this game to determine who will be playing against Travieso.
Yeah, and by the looks of it here, yeah, it looked like the Casablanca team going 2-1 now. They're +3, I guess, on the net goals. Maltese Falcons 2-1, +1, and we got -5 here at the moment for Alegria. So they need to win by a bunch of goals. Either got to win, of course.
I believe it's 7.
Is that 7?
7 goals.
They're -7. Sure, they got to win by 7.
Alegria need to win by 7.
Yeah, right. It'd be 6 to tie, 7 to win. So they got to play offensive, and this is a tough Park Place team. On the move right here, on the full rotation, picked up and controlled by Park Place. It's going to be set forward by Joaquin. Turn the corner, and they still got control here as Pinello. He's going to wear the 4, but watch him. He'll go forward here. Ulloa in the rumble seat. Crowder comes flying back quickly. Nice little duck and dive move by Ulloa, but off the left side.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky. So a lot to play for, and based on what we were just saying, Dale, I am pretty sure we are in for a bonanza, a frenzy of goals being scored here. Alegria are not going to waste, or they don't have the time to really waste any time to get straight into this game from the get-go. Park Place, of course, getting that 1 goal on handicap, and that, of course, makes it just that little bit harder, because as you said, Dale, Toli Ulloa, Joaquin Pinello, Hilario Ulloa, and Andrew Borodin, they are a force to be reckoned with. Now then, let's see what game plan Fred Mannix, the captain here, the young man from Calgary, Canada, what game plan he has got set for this game. And I'm pretty sure that Alegria are going to try and capitalize on any opportunity with a shot on goal. But as you said, Dale, Park Place, that is always a threat to any team at any level. On the move then with the number 3, Hilario Ulloa. 10 goals, of course. His brother, Toli Ulloa. Toli, of course, his name is Carlos Ulloa. 8 goals. Joaquin Panello, 6 goals. And Andre Borodin, a 0-goal player.
Yeah, the 2 players come together, and then you have a player trying to escape there, totally kind of rubbing and racing each other there in contact. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and set this one, and then looks like they might be moving it. Did some conversation, figuring out. They said very blustery day. The wind going, so they did move this one up, so we'll check on this. Could be okay, so they're gonna move it up anyways. It's gonna be look like an open goal penalty 2. Oh, wait for if we get some word there. We did have a foul against the Park Place team. And looks like it's going to be, well, you know, Merlos, and he's been fabulous from the penalty line this year. Tincho. And well done, Augustine.
So there is the first goal.
Penalty
as we
3.
expect. Yeah, penalty 3, Tincho Merlos. Getting things underway nicely, and with that, the first hurdle of that goal. Remember that Park Place were given. That's been achieved. Now let the shooting frenzy, goal-scoring frenzy begin, Dale.
Yeah, they got to keep a frenzy going, as you said today, and this Park Place team, you know, just based on time alone, it's always very important. And so we'll see what kind of strategies they use to get as many shots on goal as possible. We'll be able to check that out at halftime with our stats. As it looks like Crowder's going to get an opportunity to get out in front of here. Jason, ooh, leaves it behind, and you might have a breakaway going here. And it might be Hilario on the move. Ooh, both teams. A little trouble keeping it going. Oh, now a broken mallet as Toli's head's going to come flying off his mallet. But his brother right there to cover for him, and it's going to be Hilario. Now Hilario, Toli's about, he might shoot off. We'll see. No, he's going to, no, it looks like, oh, he went in past his stick there. So I think we'll see who gave him the stick, either Andre or, and I think he did, yeah. So a good play there by Andre Bourdin, giving up his mallet. Now he's got to go and ride off, just use his horse. And Andre's going to keep the pressure on here. I like the thought process, keeping the pressure on Erskine. That's going to give him time. Oh, nice try. So Andre keeping the pressure on Sugar, not giving him just a clean run, which gave Hilario time to get back and try to make a play.
Yeah, and you can see just right at the very end there, he nearly, we've seen that a couple of times today on that back line. Sugar, I mean, he keeps looking over his shoulder, but then you can see how quickly Ulloa gets back up, and he nearly got a piece of that.
Oh, man, he almost saved it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He nearly, was able to just get it over the line. So, if anything was to be learned from today, is like, as soon as you get a chance, just put it away.
Yeah, we've seen that going back and forth both teams. Good shot of Augustine Merlos, Tincho.
So 2-1. Well, so far so good. But just wait. That team in blue. This man here with the number 3, you see him, highly concentrated expression on his face. You know, he is going to put a dent into those plans as much as he possibly can. So this promises to be a very, very exciting game. And
a few horses came in. They're actually Fred Mannix riding him. Actually, we were talking about Fred. He rides a lot of different horses from different breeding operations. His first horse he got off of, it was from Pete de Merlos. And now he's jumping on a horse from Elersteina, and that's Open Instructora, is her registered name, and she is a chestnut, but she's from Garapa Casino. The sire and the dam is Open Professora and Elersteina, which is, of course, we have with the Piedras.
Yep.
So it's a good main mix. We'll bring up different horses like that. Fred rides also a lot from his own breeding operation, the Alegria. And so we'll keep you in the mix a little bit about that as the day goes on. Turned around here and controlled by, well, Fred Mannix.
And that's a nice little pass out to the right-hand side. Here we go then. The man who likes to change his helmets. And very, very strong shot there from Jason Crowder looking for Merlos. He's going to get pushed out of the equation there by the number 2, by Toli Ujoa. Leaves the ball now for brother Hilario. And Hilario, well, he's got a choice of playing it to the left, to the right, or straight down the middle, looking for Andre Borodin. Ball's not going to quite make it as far as that. Mannix, and we know how much we like to see him rotate and go up front to the number 1 position. Stolen again here by the Blues, and away we go with Mr. Ujoa. Hilario just lets everybody ride by him. There is the ball straight down the middle. I think it had a little deflection coming off the pony of the number 2, Toli Ujoa, his brother. In comes Crowder. Well, Toli won't be happy with that.
And now stop the clock with 107. So Hilario down the center, bounces off a pony there, a little quick line change. Toli reaches way out. Still has control of it. A few little nice little play here as by Toli as he flips it to the left side and then catches one of the Alegria players coming across on the uneven ride-off. So that'll move the ball down to the open goal, penalty 2. Ticho had the first opportunity for Alegria, penalty 3. And this will be the first goal shot penalty of the day for Park Place. It's going to be Hilario.
Well, you can't get them much straighter than that. So Hilario, first goal of the match for him from the line, a penalty 2. And that brings them level again, 2 goals apiece. We are still in the first chukker. Now let's see if they've got enough time to get back to the halfway line for another throw-in, or if they're going to call that the end of the first chukker. I fear the latter.
It's going to be tight. And like I said, could you have to a little bit just getting it in there in time. And on the breakaway, picked up and controlled. Nice play by Hilario, making the hook and the control play. Oh! And I think that's a clean meet.
Yep.
And Chukker.
Exactly what Alegria would have wanted. Picking up another late goal here at the end of the first chukker, going into the second with a lead of 3 goals to 2.
You get a real good look at it now, yeah. He's going to turn around, keep an eye on, see if he's yeah, see, he's clean there. He's off the side.
Yeah.
Now he's going to want to say that, I guess that maybe he was one meeting 2, but it looked like he had his head down and was turning around. So, non-call on the play, goal for Chukker, and that'll end our first chukker play. We'll be right back.
Once again, a warm welcome. Welcome back, and a good afternoon to you to a slightly windy Field 3 here at Grand Champions Polo Club. You joined us for the start of Chukker number 2 at the part of the Palm Beach Open. Very important game. Remember, we've got the semi-finals coming up, and we're still waiting to determine who is going to be the fourth team in those semi-finals coming up on Sunday. Alegria in the pink shirts, led by Chukker at number 1, picking up 2 goals in that first Chukker. Then Jason Crowder at number 2, the 5-goaler. Tincho Merlos, the first of our 2 7-goalers, at number 3. And, of course, El Capitan, Fred Mannix, at number 4. So, 3 goals scored. Tincho picking up a penalty 3 in that opening Chukker. And Park Place, who are a 24-goal handicapped team. They were given a goal from the start. Andre Borodin at number 1, playing off 0 goals. Then Toli Ujoa, the 8-goaler, at number 2. Hilario, the 10-goaler, at number 3. And Joaquin Panello at number 4. 24 goals in total, plus 1. And that is all they got given at the beginning. But they Hilario picked up a goal from the line, a penalty 2. And we all thought it was going to end 2 goals apiece until Chukker did one of those Springbok numbers, one of those South African numbers, and just basically picked up a cheeky goal at the end.
All right, so foul on the play coming out the back door of the lineup. We did have a challenge on the play. Alegria challenged the foul. They called it. And they're going to lose their challenge.
Oh.
Yeah, so early challenge. And first Chukker challenge, so they'll lose their challenge for the first half. Park Place, remember, both teams receiving 1 challenge per half. You need to use it or lose it. All they can be challenge any foul the umpires blow and ball placements. All triggers are in place. Check to see if goal scored, ball going in and out on the sideline, end line. Anytime you have contact between the 4-legged athlete or two-legged athletes, hard contact. And, of course, the umpire challenge. If the umpire do disagree, we'll use our IRO/third man, Ujoa from the 60. And as you said, with the wind blowing, he's got it dialed in. And I would say that goal, because we noticed in the last game there he scored more 4s from the north goal. So that's where they're of course, you got to use your right hand to play the game of polo. They're actually hitting across the horse a little more.
Yeah.
Where on the other goal, the other side, they're hitting
away.
Away, and it can be a little tougher, I would think. Oh, on the open here, breakaway coming.
Park Place, I'm not going to waste any opportunity like this. Here we go then, Panello. And that's how you get it done. Super goal, breakaway from the throw-in. His first goal of the afternoon.
Joaquin Panello, of course, from the Panello dynasty. Shout out to his father, Esteban, always tuning in. Hope all is well in Argentina. And he's one of our big fans. A lot of fans of the World Polo League. Family members, fathers, grandfathers, always tuning in, checking out their family members play. Here we go on the bowling, and you said it was going to be a fast and furious one, Jan, and it is started out that way.
Yep. And whilst we're on the little page of sending out messages, I'd like to once again send our warmest greetings to a party of people from the Rhine Polo Club in Düsseldorf who came into Miami the last few days. Philip Sommer and his family, good to have you with us. We're going to be welcoming you here live on Sunday for our 2 semi-finals. Hope you're enjoying the footage here on CTV Sports. Great to have you with us stateside. And as I say, looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Penalty on the play, and nice call. Not enough room, not enough space. Possibly player thinking that maybe because the ball kind of went by his boot, but they're just so close there. So you get the blocking foul. A lot of times that foul actually happens before the ball is hit, or what the umpires are actually calling is the blocking before. Because as you say, when the ball does pass your boot, usually you have control of that ball. But if you're already in a spot that you're blocking the player, then, but it can be a little misleading to the fans and the players because of that. But the blocking foul comes into play there, so nowhere for the player to move when you're so close. Open goal, penalty 3, second of the day for Merlos.
Well, be very surprised to see him miss. That is, as you said, Dale, his second. And that brings us back to level, 4 goals apiece.
Yeah, Augustine Tincho Merlos, one of the sharpshooters. Has been for many years here in the World Polo League. Has that, as I say, smooth, flowing, pretty swing. You know, it doesn't hit it hard, just hits it 65, 68 yards. I think his son hits the same way. We were talking about Santos playing for Pilot, and he was taking some of the penalty shots, and he was hitting very, very similar. Like I'm sure they work out together, but very similar swings.
Here we go then on the move. Mr. Mannix around the outside of Senor Joaquin Ponello. Mannix, wow, he loves it. Getting around the outside of the opposition. A little bit unlucky on that play. And now everybody, hands on deck. The defense needs to be working very well as well here for Alegria. And that is another perfect pass. Now then, Andre Borodin. One touch. Would have put them in the lead. Dangerous.
Get one there, even though 2 players are coming across. That's what Tolly's going to be. It looked like he kind of went behind. It looked like he kind of reached behind. I'm not sure. We'll have to see again. They came flying across. Andre had an opportunity. He was in a good spot on the gray mare. Checks his shoulder one time. Great shot here of Mr. Borodin as he takes it in. Little skip right there.
Yeah.
And then you can see how Tolly decided to go behind the player, make a play, but you have an oncoming player coming down the line there.
A little bit unlucky for Andre. A bouncing ball ever so slightly.
Oh, yeah. Good spot. He didn't hit the wrong time, right? He had a little skip. That's what happens. Interesting pony that Fred's writing here. He calls her Ernita Fax. And she has, she's from, but the sire was Mochito. So I think goes up Mariano's way. Labano. And then the dam was Irenita Fabiola, and of course, owner by Fred Maddox, but from the breeder La Irenita, which was one of our teams, is Pablo McDonough. So kind of a mix of all the different breeds. I love to see that, how they, mix them up. I know the Santa Rita breeding farm also breeds with different, they use their studs and have different mares. So you see a lot of this cross from different breeding operations. It's going to be great to watch. Okay, so I guess they went third man call. I guess they had a couple different fouls. They had a foul against Pink at first, and then going in there, so they offset, so they bowl it in from the center.
That looks like another goal coming in for Park Place, and a super goal indeed by the number 2. Beg your pardon, Mr. Toli Ujoa, and that's his first goal of the afternoon. So Park Place regained the lead by 5 goals to 4. But still a lot of time remains here in this second of our 6 chukkers as they make their way back to the halfway line.
I'm going to go the early courtesy change.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sometimes you do get like that. I'm right around this time.
And that gives us another chance to remind you that, of course, not only does the action continue in the World Polo League, but we also want to shine a little light, a big light, because that's also been some phenomenal polo. The 6-goal Madeleine Bourdieu Memorial continues tomorrow, Good Friday, 10:30 in the morning. We have a game, and at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So if you have been following the Madeleine Bourdieu Memorial, well, tomorrow the wait is over. 10:30 and 5 p.m. Of course, also CTV Sports will bring you that game.
Okay, so there's a good shot of Fred, and this is another He's gonna jump on one of his own breed now. He's called Alberta Masancha, and chestnut. This is a chestnut mare. And what's interesting is she's come from Open Milianto, and that's and then it goes back to Mochiso Masfina. So the dam, the sire and the dam, kind of switches over, and she's with the breeder's Alegria. So that's must be Fred's sire. I think these are different sires. I guess he opened. No, different. So just some more different breeding operations, and mixing the sire and the dam up, come out with some different breeds. Amazing horses, all of them.
So, quick courtesy change. Everybody's back on fresh legs. And here we go. And I think we're going to see quite a lot of that horse change maneuver going on, because it's going to come down, as you just said, Dale, to the horsepower. And at this level, even the slightest little advantage can make all the difference. In Formula One, you talk about maybe tenths of a second. Well, here it's knowing exactly which horse to bring in at what part and point of the game. And you can see both of these teams very, as we suspected, very offensively minded. Ulloa round the outside, opens those shoulders, takes a shot. And again, well done here. Alegria standing very, very solid when it comes to knowing where to be in the case of an attack coming from the opposition. That ball going wide, but Erskine would have been there to block it. So that means Alegria have possession, and away we go with a pass out to the left-hand side, beg your pardon, looking for Tincho Merlos. On the boards, Ulloa to Ulloa. This time it'll be the younger of the two, Tolly. Couldn't control it. Just taking the pace out for a split second here to allow Alegria to regroup. On the move, Malik's working that rotation again. Well, the next man on that line just not able to get to it. Would have been Chukker Erskine. Turned around again by Ulloa. And you see, this is exactly what I thought might also happen. They're going to keep those spaces very, very tight. You know, they're very much marking up well. There's always a man on. You don't really find a lot of big gaps, a lot of big holes in either of the defensive. Look at that, 3 pink shirts there in front of their own goal mouth. Well, Alegria, I'm sure, will be thinking that their own goal needs to be protected like Fort Knox. And then as soon as they get a chance to run it, and shoot at goal. Every opportunity that presents itself. Turned around, picked up by Tincho. Tincho now, he will take the pace out a little bit. Merlos just deciding and looking at his options. And option one, of course, is always to run it yourself. Yeah, unlucky. Again, a bit of a bouncing ball. Exactly the same fate that happened to Andrew Borodin a little earlier. So Sugar on the halfway line. Yeah. Well, Sugar will be looking at the umpire in disbelief. Crowder comes in to lend a helping hand. Sugar gets it back. Ulloa, he's beaten Ulloa on this play. And again, good non-call. So there is a Polo god, and he's watching this game for sure. Field number 3 over at Grand Champions Polo Club. Mannix with a cut shot up to the front door. A little bit too short for Crowder. Oh, hang on. Crowder might just get another piece of this, but Park Place very quick to come back and also shut down that back door firmly. Ulloa leaves it, or had to leave it. Hilario. Yeah, good work there from the man with the number 2 behind him, just to make sure that he's got, beg your pardon, the number 4, beg your pardon, I should have said, Joaquim Pinello, to allow Ulloa the time and space he needs. Little chip shot down the middle. That's not going to go very far. It's going to be a return to sender. And that will bring us to the end of Chukker number 2. So a lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of passion, and we hope that you will join us for more of that when we come back here in just a few moments.
Hey, welcome back. A good shot of the sideline here. CTV Sports right there, mobile unit. And nice crowd here. We're at Grand Cherry Polo Club Field number 3. And the pace, good pace. But the problem, that's what I'm worried about. Sometimes when you get this pace when they're running and gunning, because, well, not that it's not fun for us to watch, but for Alegria, could be tough based on them where we're sitting. Because remember, we talked about the bracket system. Congratulations to Casablanca getting that 2-1 record and being +3 on the net goals, because we had some ties. They were doing the cross bracket, bracket 1, bracket 2. Pilot locked it down with being first place 3-0. Congratulations, Curtis and Santos Merlos, the nephew of Tincho and Lucas James and Facundo Piedes. Congratulations, Maltese Falcons. Mia Cambiaso. They've mixed it up a few times, their team, but they have Alejandro Neves Estrada, also Proto and Adolfo. Been playing Cambiasos, and they're +1. So we'll go more through that on the courtesy change. I'll break it down a little more for you because we get to go the action here.
Mannix, just trying to untangle himself there, but not an easy job to do. He was up against the number 2, Toli Ujoa. But Mannix, as we know, a hard worker. He will not give up until the job is done. He's gone back to pick up the ball. Again, that same duel we saw just a few seconds ago. Now the under the next snap. Just shy of the halfway line. Tincho Merlos. Thought for a minute there he was just going to knock it back and then turn as he hit it. But let's get another look at that play.
I think that's what he was thinking about. Going to get a good shot from down the field here. Remember, he met right there, and then you have a player coming in behind. So I don't think there's really any way out of that, even if he was turning to the left, because his horse is and
in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You had to give love to that horse he's riding. And as we said earlier, we had Fred riding one of his brothers' breeding operation, Pete Merlos. He has a sire called Pite Popeye. Pretty cool, right? We were talking about names and all different names when Lario, when Lario Figueres was there. We're going to get a penalty for out of that. Lario Figueres out there was telling you about they have a sire called Ernie Els, and all the babies are named after. I got to talk to Nacho about it too. Are named after all different golf courses.
You said, yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, around the world. That's cool. Now, different ways they pick names. Every breeding organization does. Here comes Ujo with the 60-yarder. Just off to the right, huh?
Just off to the right, but that could be the wind again there.
No, I know. Now he's adjusting. Remember, this is the side we thought we saw a little bit more. Pretty sure we saw more made down in the north end. Because the only troubles we had were really in the south end. Fred, off the line.
Yeah, right to the right-hand side. Crowder couldn't pick it up. It's turned again by Ujoa. Yeah, everybody from Alegria coming back to defend. Now then, little open back shot there. Nicely done. You could see that was a play in the making. And here we go then. Mr. Mannix takes it over the halfway line. Loses control. Merlos. Crowder. Everybody now mobilizing or moving into the Park Place half of the field. Nice little turn once again by the number 4, Panello. And look at that, straight away. 2 Alegria defenders in hot pursuit. Crowder. And he's done enough to allow Erskine to pick that one up. Has his pocket picked by Ujoa. Little near side attempt by Mannix. And we will have a little interruption. Yeah, what happened there? Was there a little contact there, Dale?
Someone was on the wrong side of the swinging, I believe. Let's keep an eye on it. Around the corner they come. Oh, what a steal, man. Hilario. Oh, yeah, so. A lot going on out there. I think Hilario's probably. They're going to talk on him. I'm going to stay out of this one for a while. I'll figure this one out because there's just a lot going on there.
There was.
What a steal. Because they came together on the ride-off, and then they're overlapped. And then now being overlapped, if they're overlapped enough, then Fred, I think it was Fred, right? Number 4 was there, has a near side play. But for Lario to have a near side play, then are they separated or is he reaching or, you know what I mean? And then you kind of had a swing afterwards. It looks like they're going to offset something. And we'll get the final read on this for you. But it kind of looks like to me like they were kind of offsetting based on a lot of different stuff going on. There's so much stuff going on because they bowled it in. I think a couple different fouls.
So here we go then. Offsetting fouls, a throw in, and away we go. Erskine having to come back now and clean up that loose ball. He knows he's got Ujoa coming down to challenge him. Still Erskine. At least he's got it over onto the boards. Ujoa eventually comes out on top, wins it back. But now, well, he got a shot off. Goes straight down towards the near side of the goal mouth, but goes wide. So no damage done.
Again, they're both so fast. Both teams play at speed, and to get a lot of goals, to score by a lot. Wow, there's a ride-off for you.
Yeah.
Clean ride-off. It looked like you had a pack of players coming from behind. So watch this ball. Well hit from Mannix down the center, but watch out when the contact is made and it pushes kind of across, everybody across. So Chukker with a nice ride-off, clean ride-off. And we'll see. Let them work it out. Again, a lot of people involved, a lot of horses involved. And, yeah, so that's what's going to happen. He's going to be pushing the man across. So if he was there a little bit earlier, Chukker came from outside, and you already had players already. You had 2 players already established on the line, following the imaginary line. So it's like you're driving down the highway. Someone comes on the highway really quick, and you're not allowed to bump each other on the highway. But if someone does shoot on really quick and you have people are coming down, it makes kind of give you a visual. So everybody didn't know there's no contact, but he pushes them across. Or could have been. So from the spot, 5A, Alegria will probably go for this. Ooh.
Take him off his helmet.
Fred came in there. Look at Fred Mannix, man. He's been playing good polo.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Fred's been everywhere. Steals it, gets it going. Here comes Alegria.
And Ticho Merlos in hot pursuit. Should be coming into your screen. There he is, coming in from left to right. Just took his time. And again, nicely fished out of the air. But again, he might have just teed it up for Merlos one more time. Ulloa, everybody now to the behind him. Ulloa should really have plenty of space. And he can tee it up very nicely now for Andrei Borodin. Borodin's first touch. Borodin's second touch. Not quite the way he wanted. And Mannix, you were just talking about him. There he is, coming back to defend. Merlos. Land the next snap, didn't quite make the connection. Beg your pardon, that was Erskine, not Merlos. Both having a white helmet. There you can see it. Merlos slightly grayer white helmet than Chukker. And that ball.
Woo! Hilario has eyes. I don't know if Fred thought he had. Oh. Thought maybe I didn't realize Andre came at an angle, but I guess Fred, but he just fires that ball, doesn't he? And that was from 100 yards out. Being ridden off.
Yeah.
You know? So I think Fred, what happened, Fred kind of thought he was coming down, and it looked like Andre was coming from out. So he thought maybe Andre was slowing him down there.
Yeah.
So I thought he could have maybe gotten there in speed, but they had a non-call on it, so.
So things all of a sudden going very much the way that Park Place would have liked. Remember that first Chukker, Alegria, 3-1, plus that goal on handicap. So they left the field 3-2, and at the moment it is exactly the reverse, 3-1, except that Alegria don't have an extra goal in handicap. So very, very evenly balanced, these two teams, reflected in the scoreline. A shot here of Hilario. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of him throughout this game. Another just shy of 3 minutes remain in the first half, and then of course another 3 chukkers are await you. So back to the halfway line then, just waiting for everybody to come back on the field on a fresh pony.
Like I said, switches goes back and forth so quick, and especially when the wind's blowing, one team gets a little lead, can be difficult. They're moving the ball though. Again, another team 0-2, but they're firing on all cylinders early. Park Place, so Alegria. See if they can get it rolling. Nice steal from Pinello.
Yeah, open backhand. Oh, this is good polo. If you can get to it. A little bit unlucky. Mannix read it coming, but we might have a late whistle on that. It's at that line, remember, who gets on that line first.
Let's see where a great steal by Joaquin. And then no, doesn't waste any time. One touch. And whistle on the play.
Now the first thing, Dale, I'm going to look at you and ask you is that ball, did that cross the boot?
Well, that's what's kind of interesting. Yeah, but you got to remember the player following the ball definitely has a right of way over a player moving towards the ball.
Absolutely.
So it's as tight as it gets, because Fred have to move from left to right? Did the ball pass him completely? Did he turn up long enough? They still have a challenge, right? Or did they challenge early? They challenged early, right?
They did.
Yeah, Alegria did. So you might have even a trigger on this. You could have, we'll see. Because this is 1-2 on umpire. One umpire can see it one way, one umpire can see the other. Because it's so tight. And even if you're going to call this as 9-0, you're going to have to go like frame by frame, and because Fred wasn't that far away from the ball, so it's like it could be a real tough one. They're not easy. They're not easy. A lot of people think that job, the IRO job, the instant replay official job, but in any sport. Especially in polo because of the line of the ball, the change of lines in a lot of sports. Yeah. So the foul is set. There's no challenge that and this is another reason why I don't know. I'm just not a first Chukker challenger. When I use the system, I just never did. I mean, I just wait.
Well, looks like the decision has finally been made. Open goal penalty in favor of Park Place.
So we did have a challenge.
Tell us.
Yeah, and they challenged the ball placement. So the foul stands. It was a right-of-way violation.
It was a question of...
Yeah, one player fouled the ball, player moved clover. Tight play, but the foul did stand. And then they gave a 60. And... the Park Place team thought there should be a penalty 3.
Based on where the foul took place.
Yep. And so they agree. So Park Place will win their challenge, and they get the 40-yard open goal penalty 3, Ulloa. And a good challenge. Good challenge by the bad luck on the shot. And they still retain their challenge with 2:14 left.
Here we go then. Mannix on the move. That, by the way, was goal number 4 of Hilario Ulloa. So, just need to get back to the way they were playing in that first Chukker. Nice deep ball. Crowder overrides. Down comes the hammer from Panello. Merlos. Now leaving it for Mannix to take on the number 2 here in blue, Carlos, a.k.a. Toli Ulloa. And nobody turned, except for, the quickest was Toli Ulloa.
Oh, great ride off here. They are moving the ball, Alegria. They're lined out here. Now you have one-on-one. Andre going to put a hip on Crowder. Jason inside the 40. Ooh, he leaves it behind, but it should be... Oh, I thought it was... they were lined out. But well done by Park Place as they spin it around, and it's going to be Ulloa looking for Ulloa, and he finds him. Hilario to Toli. Toli overrides a little bit, gets kicked forward here, loose ball play, and Hilario says, go with it. Toli says, no problem. Still going to keep it going. Joaquin waiting for everybody. You got to give up one play there. Nice thought process. Tincho pulling out there. And it'll be Hilario from about 100.
Yeah, he was trying to tee that up.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Oh. Totally.
Ball still in play.
Just off to the left side on the shot. But Totally almost puts it away, which is not Hilario wanted that one because he just made one from about 100. Well, 6-4. We'll go into halftime. We'll be back for our second half of 2024 Palm Beach Open.
My name is Nacho Estrada. I'm from Argentina, 8 goals.
Hilario Figueras, 5 goals from Argentina.
My name is Martín Jauregui. My handicap is 6 goals. I'm from Argentina.
Hilda Escrenovillo, and I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Tomás Pieres from Argentina, and I'm 6 goals.
Francisco Spinacci, and I am from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Juan Molini, and I'm a 3-goal polo player right now. I used to be 8, and I'm from Argentina. No, actually, now I'm American.
No, here is amazing. The view, the fields, everything is super nice.
Question is what I don't like about Aspen. I think I like everything about Aspen. The weather, the field. Right now in the summer, I would say the best club in the world.
Friendship, the people, the scenery, everything. This is my 7th year coming in a row, and I feel like I'm at home right now. So me and the family were around like we know the place for a long time, and we enjoy the summer a lot.
When I come here, winter and summer, I actually like Aspen more in summer. There's more stuff to do.
All the mountains around here, like it's a pretty nice place, and it is nice to play because there are very good horses, and I play with a lot of friends.
No, I like the polo, the horses, and the people.
I like to do mountain biking and to go to the lake.
Yes, going to the lake, stay here in the barn, everything.
It looks amazing. It's my first time here, but all the things they're doing today is amazing. So I'm gonna be enjoy, and I appreciate to inviting me to be here in the season.
Christmas in July, kids are always looking forward for it. The day they come to Aspen, they know they relate it with Christmas in July, an extra that they have here.
I like Christmas in July because we get all together and we receive a lot of presents.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan-Erik Frank. A warm welcome.
Second half action, Alegria, Park Place, Grand Champions Polo Club. There's the Alegria team. And, of course, your Park Place team. We're live from field number 3 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Big game, actually, Park Place. Well, they won the Founders, and they just got edged out of a few games here. They're 0-2 at the moment. They're in the cross bracket, 1 and 2. We had bracket 1 was, we were talking about that, Pilot, Gaia, Polo in Park Place. And Pilot, they went 3-0. Gaia went 0-3. And now we'll see what happens at Park Place. In bracket 2, we have Casablanca. They went 2-1. And they're very good on their net goals. And then Alegria is 1-1 at the moment. But they're -5 on their in the tie is because of Maltese Falcons. It was 2-1 also. So remember of course, the top 2 teams go in the cross bracket, and the top team in the bracket of 4, which is bracket 3, and Audi took control there with Mark Ganzi at the Casino Polo. They played very well, kind of mixed it up a little bit there on the Audi team, and so this is a big game, but Alegria needs to turn it on right now in Park Place with a 2-goal lead. They had 1 goal in handicap with Chukker Erskine for Alegria, Jason Crowder, Tincho Merlos, Fred Mannix, and we have Andre Bourdin, Toli Ujoa, Alario Ujoa, and Joaquin Pinello in the blue for Park Place.
And just as the sun seems to find a little gap between those clouds, so does Joaquin Pinello find a little gap between those last 2 defenders of Alegria. Watch this again. He's working it really, really hard. He's got a little triangle there of Alegria defenders. Still working it, biding his time. In comes Chukker, and just when he needed to unload a shot, he does and gets rewarded. Well done, Joaquin Pinello.
Yeah, it's been great watching him go to 6 goals, work his way up, and you can see that he's on his way to go even higher. Just stellar polo right there, staying controlled. Players all around him, no problem. And a great choice on his shots, shooting right before Chukker can get there and make a play. Give and go.
So, back to the number 4. There he is, Joaquin Pinello, this time playing the, you call him the secretary, we call him the Minister of Defense, as he cleans up that ball just before it would have gone through again. On the boards. Now then, with the number 3, Tincho Merlos. Someone who was always good for making the impossible possible. And that was a little bit unlike Tincho. Left behind for Ujoa. Going to send that one out to the left-hand side where Andre Borodin is left completely to his own devices. Good first touch from Andre. Now then, Borodin. He needs to just come around the outside of Mannix. Mannix will take the man first, then go for the ball. Tees it up nicely. A backhand. Nobody there. Maybe he was thinking that Chukker was going to get there a little bit quicker. Left for Carlos Ujoa, back to Hilario. A lot of room there on the sideboards. Again, this has got what he had, Andre Borodin in his sights there. Oh, near side backhand attempt. Well, the pony somehow helped along a little bit. Crowder will be the first man on the ball. Has it stolen, but now was that a legal steal?
Wow, they are so quick. It's not easy because everyone's so quick. This ball bounces off the pony. Crowder turns it around here. And, yeah, totally. It's great when you can slow it down and kind of watch. But imagine, again, the umpire making those calls. It still facing a bit this way. We'll see if they decide to do anything with it. Another tight play. There's been some very tight steals and ride-offs and just, plays like that are, especially on the stealing, when the ball didn't go to steal the ball, because they're taking a chance. And, of course, the player stealing the ball is always, of course, he wouldn't be doing it if he didn't think he was clean, and they do it so quick. So we'll see what they decide. They might take a look at it. They have opportunities here. Yeah, it looks like they are taking some time. As we go over Mount officials, international team. Yeah, he could have a different couple plays, to see what happens. Did he get around enough? Did he get around quick enough? If he did, then see it steal. Was he blocking? Was he reaching? There's a whole number of plays. Distance was not too far away from each other. So, and
now, if that's Mr. Mannix. Yeah.
Well, yeah, so there was the foul. There was no problem there. They went to challenge the ball placement.
Right.
They went to center. Alegria wanted to move further. And after a look at it, there were 2 blue players down defending. So Alegria will lose her challenge for the second half.
Merlos fishes the ball out of the sky. Now then, Crowder on the near side. Has he hit it well? Yes, he has. What a cracking play. Now, you want to see that again from the start here. It'll be coming on your screens momentarily. It all started with the hit from the halfway line by Mr. Mannix. There you see Tincho. He picked a piece up of that. Left, we had a broken play, and then perfectly positioned on the near side. Cracking goal by Mr. Jason Crowder.
Yeah, all around. And again, like you said, great hit from Fred, but even better neutral play by Tincho to make the broken play. And you know what they say on a broken play
yeah.
in the World Polo League, goal, goal, goal. And we've seen him. How many times have we seen him? About 5 times today on broken plays.
Yeah.
Goals get scored. But a sensational goal by Jason on the near side down the center. Back to the action.
And it will be, well, I was going to say Erskine, but it won't be. It'll be Mr. Ulloa. And he will, there's that old rule, if you snooze, you lose. But I don't think that Mr. Mannix there was quite playing by what the rule book would say. Watch it again here.
Change the line there. Change the line there. Change. And the final change is where they'll be. They're going to use a Kersey change here. And we'll be able to take a look at it as everybody changes. And Ilario spins it around. Shot of Ilario. Ulloa. Family affair with their breeding operation too. Father still in the mix, loves it, oversees it, and also big fan of CTV Sports. Always checking out the boys. Always a thrill for him. They ride a lot of their own horses, and also they see the boys playing together. Looked like Ilario was turning around the corner, and then you had the ride off. And we'll see what they finish up with. Looks like they are going to set it there. Now, remember, the Alegria team did lose their challenge on a ball placement challenge. So they can't check it, and I don't think the umpires are looking at it. I think good steal, but looked like Ilario got it around, and when Fred made the ride off, I think, mostly looking to see, beautiful looking horse here. Ilario was riding, but you always want to try to turn the man. When I say turn the man, when you come to ride another player off, you need to turn him. And when Ilario brought the ball around, it looked like the new line, which legal play turned it under the neck to the left. So he had a new line. And so to steal that, you want to push him, at least get the man turned.
Yeah.
or you'd be reaching. You know what I mean? Because the line is actually going towards the goal where they're facing, not across the field. So that's where, again, Larry will turn it. Fred could have thought maybe more of the line was going the other way, but we'll see. They might be taking a look at it still. Make sure all the lines, as I said, when Larry turning it with those little taps, and we saw one earlier today in the Kaya against Casa team game where the ball actually went by the players. So they are going to stand. So it is going to stand. Open goal, 40-yard shot, penalty 3. And it looks like they're going to pass the stick to Joaquin.
And Joaquin will pick up his third goal of the afternoon. So, and that puts them back with that 3-goal cushion. And if they can keep this sort of high level of Polo up, which they are, then Park Place could be looking for their first win here in the Palm Beach Open. But let's see what Fred Mannix and his crew can do to change that. That's going to land at the doorstep there of Toli Ulloa. Crowder must allow, and he does, a bit of space. There's the under the neck. Slightly overcooked that one. Wasn't maybe quite as far across from that goal mouth as he thought. As Ulloa will pick up the broken play and put it where it belongs, in the back of the net. Well done.
Pro play at the highest level. Watch how Alario goes and blocks this with his pony. Rides right over, blocks it, and it's 1-on-1. And he's walking the tightrope there on the end line, so he does it quickly and efficiently.
So 3-1 then at the moment in the lead Park Place if we isolate Chukker number 4. So it's very much going, I'm sure, the way Andrew Borodin would like to see things going. Let's see if Mr. Mannix can also get things moving a little bit more in the direction that he would like. Remember, they need to win by quite a few. 6 to draw, 7 to tie to get through to the possible semi-finals. Remember, they're coming on your screen and on coming your way on Sunday. Open backhand, nobody there. Park Place very tight when it comes to their defense. That didn't quite go where he wanted. Toli Ulloa. Crowder. He knew he had to leave a little bit of space to allow Ulloa to pick up the ball and make the place. And what you don't want to do is put somebody in a sandwich. Ball down towards the goal mouth. Intercepted and picked up by Alegria on the near side. Mannix there not getting the distance on that shot. Yeah, well, that backhand was absolutely superb. Ulloa takes aim, fires one from a good 80-85 yards out, and puts up his 6th goal, Dale, of the afternoon.
Yeah, power polo. Toli went to go around the corner. Good read by Joaquin. Hit to the open space. Let Ulloa do the rest. And I actually like even him hitting it harder there, because hitting it harder put Alario in a spot where he could fire that ball cleanly and not be blocked. All right? So we'll be right back.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
All right, fifth Chukker action. We got all the teams right here in front of us. You're going to get a good shot of both of our teams. Park Place in the royal blue, and, of course, Alegria. And they are ready to go here. Went back on the field quickly. Good for Chukker here by the Park Place team. They came out of the tent and outscored Alegria 4-1.
Yep, they certainly did. That was very much a Chukker in favour of a Park Place, which is why I am very keen, Dale, to see now how Alegria and what words of instructions and advice and confidence building Mannix would have given the rest of his team. Well, there is a shot on goal, and be very, very wise to let that one run over the back line. If you were Fred Mannix, what would you be telling your boys?
Well, the team in the fuchsia jerseys, I would say, come on, boys. This is not, they have been a powerhouse. They're usually, now, don't get me wrong, well done, Park Place, not allowing Teen Show to get on the line. I would have, I'm sure Lario, went in the team meeting. They gave 2 open goals in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Lario at halftime said, guys, we got to keep them off the line. It was even, so it didn't matter. And Alegria was 100%. He had a 2 and a 4. But definitely one thing that Park Place, and then they are, they're clicking. I mean, they're playing at pace. I've actually enjoyed watching the Park Place team play. First year in the World Polo League. I like their style. Andre, get a little bit of get a whistle on the play here. I don't know what we'll see what they decide. Fred look like Mannix and Joaquin came together in a ride-off. But I enjoyed the way they play the game. Andre pulls a team at the number 1. And then Toli and Lario in the middle. You can tell they're brothers. They play very well together. Joaquin's been great. I mean, Joaquin, he really plays the game at a high level, coming from his family, of course. Father, 9 goals. And but he rotates great, fills the spots great, So they've had, and they came out Founders Cup. Came in and won right away.
Yeah.
They didn't have the nail. They got edged out here in the Palm Beach Open. As the games have been very, very close. We haven't had a lot of, haven't been maybe many blowouts. I don't know if we maybe had 1. And that's about it. Otherwise, every game has been really tight.
Under the next shot here from Joaquin Panello. Taking that ball towards the boards initially. Stolen back by Sugar Erskine. He's done well. Stewart has found a little gap. He's going to leave that one for Teen Show. Teen Show can do it from a standstill, and he does, but puts it out to the left.
I didn't realize that they went to overtime in both of their other games. Crazy, right? They went to overtime against Casa. They went to overtime against Maltese.
I had them down as overtime for Falcons. I couldn't remember if they went into overtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to tell you how close,
Wow.
how well they've played. I mean, So here we go. Back to the action.
Erskine.
Ticho.
Yeah. Ball coming from Erskine. Oh, we're going to have a whistle.
Ticho says, I want a 1. But when you look back at it and think, wow, you went to overtime in both your other games, and then playing very well here in this third game, got a team doubled up. So come together here with Tincho. I don't think you're going to get the 1 though. Doesn't really deserve a 1 there, just a 2. So good ball placement, and no problem for Mr. Merlos.
And that was his 3rd goal, again from the line, or from the spot in this particular case. Picking up a couple in the first 2 Chukkers, 1 each. So, coming back, but is it too little, too late.
Yeah, they got to keep it going. Got to keep it rolling. Definitely, if you add on where they need to be to try to edge out Maltese Falcons based on our stats. For our wow.
Did you see that, Dale? Did you see that?
That is a good golazo, Tolly. Man, he does the ride off of Fred. Great defense here by Fred. Better offense by Tolly. Pushes him wide. And then he actually set that up. He was thinking all day long. He totally was thinking that play. Let Fred come up, ride me off. I'm going to check at the same time. The old Top Gun move.
Yeah.
Throw on the brakes, let him slide on by. But the timing issue is, and also to not hit Fred's horse.
Yeah.
He's going behind, but legal play after he's already by the ball.
Cracking goal.
Yeah, what a goal.
So Alegria.
On a roll.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, yeah, more Park Place on a roll, but Alegria now also.
Oh yeah, I mean Park Place. I apologize. Park Place on a roll. Yeah, Alegria. Yeah, they just not that they're playing bad. Just Park Place playing well, playing very well, mixing it up well, using each other, and. Because if you mix it up, you got 2 by Tolly, you got 3 by Joaquin, another 5 by Ilario, and Andre doing his thing. You got 6 by Ilario.
So yeah, very, very effective as they come back out after the courtesy change for the second half of Chukker number 5. Well, there is still time for Alegria to turn it around and maybe pick up a win. Whether it's going to suffice in qualifying for that place in the semi-finals. But this is the kind of polo that they want to be doing all the time. Merlos gets... he's going to come off the pony. He didn't like that at all. Let's have another look at that. I think he's okay. Yeah, have a look at this, Dale.
And Merlot's going to slow down. And gets ridden off there. And they'll take a look, see how it's... Looks like Juan Britos over there doing some coaching. Right there in the middle, sitting down with the white jersey on. And with the crew there, I don't know, they came together. I don't know if the speed was off or if they were similar or maybe Tincho, I think they both checked down. And then... the ball was behind Tincho. They'll take a look at it. You can take a look at this one and slow down based on the contact. Here's another good picture of it. Let's see if the speed stays the same, though. Tincho's definitely slowing down here. And you're going to see in slow-mo. But then he kind of misses it. Watch, he's going to go behind. He's going to reach back for it. See, right there, he's reaching back for it. Then they come together. Now, does the horse's head get him? Oh, on his leg. That's where it is. Oh, on the shoulder of the horse there. It's not really uneven, but is he coming from behind? Or, you know, if you look at it, but the horse's shoulder so hard, that bone.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
painful. That's painful.
Yeah, that's probably one of the toughest things about pole when you want to ride off. You get another good look at it. You're getting another look at it because Ilario goes for the same speed. He comes from the side right here. Comes from the side, but now he's a little bit. You see, from the counter. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there's a foul in the play, but maybe the ride off. You're not completely uneven. So that's what they got to discuss whether there is a foul or not. That's a Roofinator right there. It's Rufino. Tincho's son. Get him right there. He, one of the youngest, still today, I think that's him. Yeah, he's back on the horse. Again, it's another, I'm saying, it's their sons helping out at the games. We'll be seeing a lot of that this year, which is great to see. Younger generation being a big part of what they do. He's back up on the horse here. I don't know, like I said, based on the ride-off, I don't know if you have the following or not. They'll see because he ride. Okay, so that's to say they're going to be looking for that, see if it's uneven or not, and you have a bit more of an uneven with the shoulder hitting the player's leg, so you do have an uneven ride-off. Good to see Tincho back up because, like you said, that's not a play that any player wants to be involved with. And again, Lario's not looking, they're just coming together. And Tincho's leg was right in between the both the shoulder of the horse. And so open goal penalty 2. Bad luck. Yeah. I wasn't sure he was going to take that or not after that hit.
Well, yeah.
If he was going to pass, if he's going to pass the stick or not. You know what I mean? Just because of that can...
Yeah, that can knock you.
Yeah.
I mean, also,
Well, yeah, make you feel, going to feel a little bit. I mean, that one's going to go away right away. He's a tough guy, so... Bad luck there on the penalty 2. Knocking coming.
From Ulloa, who's going to chase his own ball. Hammer one down the field. That's going to drop. Literally, you could not place that ball more perfectly than that. Now then, can Tolly finish? Well, he knew he'd drag 2 players with him. He will leave it. Hilario opens, takes aim, and that will just sneak in at the top left-hand corner. Cracking goal by Hilario.
Yeah, great shooting percentages by the Park Place team today. They have been phenomenal shooting that goal. You're going to see that on our final stats based on the amount of goals they've scored and the shots on goal. They've been phenomenal. They were great in the first half, even better in the second.
So he's broken the half a dozen. He's on to goal number 7. Nearly picking up the ball again from the throw-in, but this time it'll be Mannix. Snaps one there, nicely done under the neck, looking for Crowder. But there's always Mr. Erskine. Back to Tolly Ulloa. I want to clear that as far as he possibly can. Mannix just getting there a little bit, a fraction of a second before Ulloa. So look at the clock. A little over a minute and a half remain here in the penultimate 5th. Chukker. A shot on goal, and that looks pretty solid from where I'm sitting. Tincho Merlos makes everything good again. Picks up his 4th goal, his 2nd in Chukker number 5.
Yeah, nice shot. But Tincho turns it around. Has nobody around. Lario knows you got to give him a play. Actually, his horse kicked it. And what a finish.
Still 5 goals in it. 7 goals to 12. But we do have one more Chukker coming your way. Once again, a long ball. And Andrei Borodin. This time, solid first, solid second touch. Ulloa will support. Still Hilario, and he will leave it for Pinello, who gets a bump from Mannix. But Pinello will have another crack at this, and look at that, under the neck again. Absolutely incredible. Joaquin Pinello.
Yeah, another great shooting. Talked about it. Nice run by Andre, and they leave it for Pinello. Just a little miss hit there, and then he finishes it. Amazing. All right, so 6 Chukker action, 13-7. We'll be right back.
Another great season. We had a blast this year. Great fields again. They keep getting better and better. And we got lucky with the rain this year and had a lot of fun polo.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen, playing with these great people, amazing views every day. I mean, how could you ask for more?
Best part about being out here in Aspen for the polo is the fields, the community, Melissa and Mark, the great competition, and the amazing horses, and how the horses enjoy being out here.
I love the town, I love the valley, I love also spending time here in Carbondale. So I just love this place in general. I have a lot of friends. I've made lots of friends over the years. The Ganses have created a spectacular place here that has become a really important summer destination for polo in America.
Aspen, I love it that our family's around, a ton of horses, a ton of golf, and a lot of fun polo. So.
All right, welcome back for our sixth Chukker and a great shot there. Aspen Valley Polo Club. If you want to play polo in the summer, July and August into September, based on scheduling. And, well, you start out 1-goal handicap, Park Place, 3-2 after the first Alegria. And then they came back strong in the second Park Place and took the lead 5-4. And then it went into halftime, and it was 7-4.
Indeed, it was.
Yeah.
Halftime. It was, no, I beg your pardon, it was 6-4.
6-4.
Yeah.
And then they came out in this 4 Chukker, whatever, like I said, we see it happen a lot in the World Polo League and a lot of polo, but especially in the World Polo League, we have seen some very strong 4th Chukkers. 4-1, they outscored Alegria, making it 10-5. That put them on a roll, and then they 3 goals scored by Park Place and 2 by Alegria. Making it now looks like we have
Pinello.
Yeah,
being treated there.
I'll make sure Joaquin's okay as they treat him. And yeah, so we'll see. He didn't have anything going on in the game. Anyway, they didn't. He didn't stop during the game. 2 number 3s. Ulloa, Merlos. Physical game.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to wrap his knee up and put a boot back on him, and he'll be ready to go. So we'll keep an eye on Joaquin, make sure he's all right during the 6th Chukker. If need be, the umpires will take that out. Let's see, going into final Chukker, Park Place still with a challenge. Alegria losing their challenge on a ball placement in the 4th, and so that's pretty much the damage. I think everything else looked pretty good here. As we looked at our setup for the tournament, and you're breaking it down. Alegria had to win by a amount of goals to put them in a good spot. Looking a little tough right now, just based on time.
Yep.
I mean, they still don't have enough time. They had to win by at least 6 to tie.
Well, that would mean now, Dale.
7 to put themselves. When I say put themselves in a spot, because of Pilot being in first place and Casa winning today, putting themselves in second place. Third place team will have an opportunity to go to a playoff against the second place team of bracket 3. So Maltese Falcons are looking pretty good right now.
Yep. So Here we go then, and that is the man who was just being treated, able to get back in the saddle, and Andre Borodin. Yeah, well, it took 6 chukkers in the making, but we were waiting for that because he's been so close on so many occasions. Well done, Andre Borodin, getting what I think he'll agree with me he very much deserved.
Oh, man.
And this time, again, a bouncing ball.
Well,
he hit
gets her so quick. Beautiful bay mare, nice and easy to hit off of, and Andre just waited on that ball perfectly.
Yeah.
And a great finish because it wasn't an easy one.
No.
But he got it done. And so well done. Everybody on Park Place scoring some goals.
Indeed. And I'm just going to ask you to tell us one of your famous quotes, Dale. If a team is scoring, well, we're in that ballpark, 13 goals.
Yeah, your offensive attack is working, according to Memo Gracita, actually.
Well, he's very right because it is 13 goals scored. Well, if you take away the one, that's still a full dozen against the 7 on the scoreboard by Alegria. Andre, I'm sure, will be very happy with the performance of the entire team. Now then, come on, Fred Mannix, and come on, Tincho Merlos, come on, Jason Crowder and Sugar Erskine. Such nice guys. Obviously gotten to know them over the last few years, and such talent as well. But Park Place today just a little bit stronger. Long ball from Hilario Ulloa, once again up to the front door. Andre, he got a piece of it, just not quite the direction he wanted to take that ball. It's turned. And he will leave that for Panelo, Joaquin Panelo. He'll be looking for Andre this time, and there is the pass. So Andre Borodin looking for his second goal of the match. Very unlucky there, just slightly rolling that wrist a bit too much over. And maybe a couple of inches, it just goes wide.
All right, so they'll line them back up. I thought I recognized this. This one that Fred's on is another one from his breeding operation, Alberta Peroni. And out of a Mochitos Sire and Pistolet is the dam. And one of Fred's breeding operation, Alegria. I remember that shiny, dark black, like kind of. Usually plays her in, moves her around, plays her in the 3rd, and the 6th. So you kind of did it around.
So let's have a little look at the clock. Courtesy change will be imminent, but I dare say I think both teams are now actually going to enjoy, I think, this final chukker more than anything else. Another monster shot and another cracking goal. First it goes out and gets cleared. Here it comes on your screens.
I like they wrapped his knee up, and it definitely helped.
Little backhander from Ulloa.
He just crushed it.
Panelo just slams it.
Beautiful shot. And again, is just notice with Joaquin, it's always one touch. You know, he bows out around that. They're going to have the final courtesy change here of our game. But every shot that you've seen him today, which is more of a high goal style, you can call it an open style, but most of the young players, when they get done playing in low goal or even sometimes medium goal, they're touching the ball a lot. You get into the high goal, and then they need to start adjusting to that one touch, get to the ball, set yourself up early, be ready also to hit that one touch.
Yeah.
It's probably the hardest thing to do.
Exactly. I was just going to say.
Yeah, not because they all want to tap it, put it in a nice spot, and then hit it. But you can see how Joaquin, I think on the give and go to Hilario, it was another perfect. He stole the ball, and then he was already ready to hit the next ball. This one here, he gets the open back shot from Toli, and then he's already bowing out to the left so that he has a perfect one-time shot. And good scoring. Like you said, Andre just said, getting his goal, too, which was a great time. He's had some great runs, opportunities. Getting in rotation. Park Place firing all cylinders. They've been, if you lock them down, you said we talked about 15 goals scored today. That's 14 from the field. 14 goals actually in this game. They had one on handicap. But they, in their overtime games, and look like this, Alegria going to come out of the bowling here quickly. Starts with Tincho. Fred, one-timer. Is Tincho running forward here. And then Tincho, little skip. Everybody get a little skip. Good finish there by Crowder.
Yeah, powerful shot.
Yeah. But when they got into both of their overtime chukkers, overtime, there was 9. They lost 10-9. And so knocking on the door there on the double figures in the scoring situation. And then against getting a little low-scoring game against Multi Falcons, Park, but it was 7-6. That was a very controlled defensive battle. On the move, 15-8 here. Ilario looking for the breakaway, backed up by Fred, and gets the angle. But again, well done here by Fred. As Tincho backs it up, but Fred takes it out of the air. Ilario then takes it out of there, puts it back down. Now it'll be picked up and turned around by Chukker. Takes by Chukker. Chukker was active early today. And then I don't know if they just doubled up on it on the offense or something, but he scored 2 goals in the first Chukker.
He did.
Yeah, he was.
Remember that cheeky steal he did when he came down?
Yeah. So and then it just teams adjust well. Joaquin's wearing the 4, so usually if you're the number one scores 2 goals against you, you're gonna you're gonna raise your level, and also you're gonna hear it from Ilario at halftime. So I know what I used to hear about it, but he'll always they'll always get it right. They always adjust so well. On the move, Ilario, good ride off here by Mannix. Fred takes it into the corner, backs it up, looking for a fuchsia jersey. Turned around by Joaquin, and the way he's been hitting it, I wouldn't be surprised he's going to shoot from here. Oh, nice layup shot here for Andre. Oh, better hook by Fred. But Morning in a good position there. Knocked out and brought to center, but slapped back is just as hard. Whoa, everybody comes together there, jousting a bit, but Fred gets a piece of it. Now the back shot by Ilario, turned around quickly by Tincho. We're going to click down under a minute here in our 6th and final chukker. Tincho Merlos to the outside, looking for Fred. Met in there by Toli. Andre's going to come around the corner, gets a piece of it. Tincho goes under the neck. Nobody home. I think you'll see Ilario maybe go for the back. Yeah, he was looking for Andre there. Just didn't get everything, and Tincho will get the final run here. 25 seconds. Merlos. Whoa, he overrides. That ball gets taken out to the side. The clock goes tick, tick, tick. And Fred will turn it up. Timmy take one from way out. And Fred's going to drive one. But that'll end it right there. So, well, stage partially set, I guess you could say, right? Pilot winning the bracket 1. They'll go first over there. And then Casablanca coming in second. Third place being Maltese Falcons. First place, Audi in the bracket 3. There's your final stats. I want to see the shot. Yeah, you can see that they're how it worked out. Their shots on goal were very steady. They missed 3 goals. You believe that? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Any final words?
Congratulations, Park Place. A great performance. I'm very happy also that Andre, because I think he deserved that goal. So well done, Park Place. I'm sure lots to talk about within the Alegria camp. They are a great bunch of lads, so well done nonetheless. And to remind you that, of course, here on CTV Sports, we have that game that we were talking about tomorrow afternoon as well. Travieso up against the Maltese Falcons. But don't forget, 10:30 and 5 o'clock tomorrow, the Madeleine Bourgeot Memorial continues.
For Jan Eric Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. I want to say thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.